Ah, Stranger Things, Netflix's crown jewel of nostalgia, trauma, and really, really bad haircuts. And with the final season right around the corner, I figure it's time for a lightning speed recap. Whether you've never seen the show or you've just forgotten everything because it's taken a decade to make 5 seasons, then this video is for you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys basically all of Stranger Things in 5 minutes. So let's head back to Hawkins, Indiana, the small town where friendship saves lives, telekinesis gives you nosebleeds, and nobody ever moves away despite all the murders. So start the clock and let's do this. Season 1, the one with the missing kid. It's 1983. 4 nerdy kids, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will, are playing Dungeons & Dragons when Will disappears faster than Netflix cancels good shows.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
The next up are the supporting characters, at least the ones that matter.
Who's in? No, not you.
We've got Mike's sister Nancy, who's dating Steve, Will's brother Jonathan, who looks like the young version of Stephen King in a biopic, Joyce Byers, the mother of Will Byers, and the true star of the show, Jim Hopper, the sheriff with a tragic past, a heart of gold, and some immortal words of wisdom.
Flo, we've discussed this. Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Chief, she's
Coffee and contemplation. Flo.
Meanwhile, Will's mom starts communicating with her son through Christmas lights. The boys then find a mysterious shaved head girl named 11. Turns out she escaped the nearby shady government lab, and she also has telekinesis. She then becomes good friends with Mike, who is the group's emotional core / future simp. The lab she escaped from opened a portal to the Upside Down, an alternate dimension that's just regular Indiana, but very moist. And somehow a monster got through. That monster? The Demogorgon, a walking Venus flytrap that somehow gets confused with a bear. And after some kid shenanigans and psychic chaos, Hopper and Joyce find Will, leading to a scene that still makes me cry every time. 11 sacrifices herself to save her friends, or so we think, and Hopper leaves some Eggos in the woods like a divorced dad trying his best. Season 2, the one with Halloween, puberty, and Hopper's dad era. 1 year later, and Will's back, but he's got PTSD, and this season's token spooky villain, the Mind Flayer, just keeps dropping into his brain like a demonic Zoom call. And the worst part of all, Joyce still hasn't changed his haircut. We then learn that Hopper found 11 alive and secretly raised her in a cabin like a grumpy old lumberjack who accidentally adopted a human grenade. It really is one of the best relationships in the show, and Hopper as the dad, ugh, peak TV. We then meet Max, the cool new redhead, and her stepbrother Billy, who basically looks like if the Lost Boys soundtrack became a person. Jonathan and Nancy go on their own adventure and find what might be the greatest supporting character in the show. This is also the season where Nancy breaks up with Steve to go out with Jonathan, but that's okay, Steve, because you're about to get paired up with Dustin and give us the greatest relationship this show will ever know. The Mind Flayer possesses Will, so the gang unites again, but only after Joyce's new man, Bob the Brain, aka Samwise the Goat, lingers just a bit too long and gets taken out by the new Demodogs. 11 closes the portal again, this time for real. Probably. Hopper officially adopts 11, the kids start smooching, and all is well. For now. Season 3, the one with the mall, the meat monster, and Hopper's personality crisis. Welcome to 1985. Hawkins finally gets a mall, the kids are older, dating, and much more annoying. But Hopper, my man, has changed. Season 3 Hopper goes from small town legend to sitcom dad on steroids. It's like he was trapped in some kind of Magnum P.I. King of Queens crossover episode. Meanwhile, the Russians, because it's the 80s and of course it's the Russians, are secretly opening the Upside Down underneath the mall because, well, who needs zoning laws? The Mind Flayer comes back and turns Billy into his shirtless host and fuses half of the town into a giant flesh monster. And the worst part, Joyce still hasn't changed Will's haircut. The gang saves the day, Hopper dies in the explosion, and everyone ugly cries. 11 loses her powers, the Byers move away, and we all pretend that Hopper really is dead, even though Netflix spoiled it with promo art 6 months later.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Season 4, the one with the guitar solo, the horror, and the return of Hopper being cool. It's 1986. 11's in California and being bullied by girls who look like rejected extras from Heathers.
Angela! This girl got smacked in the head today at the roller rink.
Smacked.
Yeah, it was one of those vicious skate attacks.
Skate attack.
At least Will's there with her, but Joyce still hasn't changed that haircut. Hopper's somehow alive in a Russian prison. This Hopper's a lot more serious, and he ends up fighting a Demogorgon with a sword and eventually completes the Jopper prophecy by kissing Joyce when she comes to save him. Hopper is cool again. Back in Hawkins, a new villain emerges, Vecna, a Freddy Krueger-looking psychic freak who preys on trauma and bad memories. He starts snapping teens like glow sticks, and then suddenly everyone's Spotify was full of Running Up That Hill. Vecna is actually 1. He was the first kid from 11's lab, meaning 11 yeeted him into the Upside Down years ago, which is what created this whole mess.
I think we can beat him. What? To the car.
Okay, I'm warning you right now, I have terrible coordination. Like it took me 6 months longer to learn to walk than all the other babies.
Meanwhile, Steve the Hare Harrington is still out here being the world's best babysitter. His friendship with Dustin, still the heartbeat of the show.
Do you need to be told everything? You're not a child. Thank you.
But this season, Steve has to share custody with Eddie Munson, a sweethearted metalhead dungeon master who instantly becomes a fan favorite before heroically rocking out to Metallica and dying like a legend. R.I.P. to the king of the Hellfire Club. Eleven regains her powers and barely beats Vecna after watching him fold Max like a lawn chair. Hawkins ends the season split open like a cosmic piñata with the upside down spilling into reality. Everyone's traumatized again, so, you know, business as usual. And that's Stranger Things so far. 4 seasons of friendship, trauma, nosebleeds, and D&D saving the day. As the final season approaches, Vecna's still out there plotting, and everyone's running dangerously low on 80s references. Did I include everything? No. That's like 34 hours of content, okay? I'm just a man.
I'm not God.
Just go watch the show. Anyway, this has been Stranger Things in 5 minutes. Now go eat some Eggos, call your best friend, and remember, friends don't lie. See ya!